Greetings, this is Jim Lindsay. This is a CIS lesson, and in it I'll be showing you what Portable Apps is. It's a website, and I want to show you the Portable Apps download process. I know it should be plural, Portable Apps. So what are Portable Apps? Well, the Portable Apps are different applications, different programs of software that you can download and put on a USB thumb drive. And what's cool about this is that the software that you put on the thumb drive, you can use it anywhere where you can, on any Windows computer on which you can plug the thumb drive into. You don't have to install that software onto the computer on which you wish to use it. So, for example, with this, the main one that we're going to use is called Scribus, and it's a desktop publishing application. You could take your thumb drive with you to a WKU computer lab, or your work computer, or your home computer, or a friend's computer, or let's say you're going on vacation and you go to the business center of the hotel that you're staying in. You just plug the USB thumb drive into the port on the computer. It opens it up, and then it takes the instructions for that software, loads it into memory, and then everything for the software runs from memory. So nothing has to be installed locally on the computer, which is really cool. So let me show you where to get this software and how to do it. So it comes from, appropriately, something called PortableApps.com, and so I've placed a link to this website on the Blackboard website for you. So PortableApps.com, you can go to this website and take a look at the various pages of the site to learn more about it. You need a USB thumb drive with a gigabyte of free space on it. It's not going to take up nearly that much space, but if you've got at least a gigabyte of free space on the drive, you're going to have no problems with what we do for this course. So, and it doesn't have to be a new drive. It could be an old thumb drive that you've had and you've used for other classes or for other stuff. That's totally fine. It just needs to have some space on it in which you can place this software. So I'm going to go to the download page. You could click on the little green button right here, or click on the download page. They take you to the same place. And as you look at this and as you read this page, basically it's going to say, hey, this is what you need in order to put this to use this software. And so if you have basically any version of Windows, then you're good. So we're going to go with this, download the 14.1 version to our thumb drive. But before we do that, on our thumb drive, let's make a folder for this stuff. And so I'm going to go to my thumb drive in Windows Explorer, come down here, open the File Explorer, and on my thumb drive, see it says removable disk D on my computer. I'm going to right click, make a new folder, and in it just call it CIS 320 Portable Apps. That's my recommendation to you. Now the reason you want to do this, the CIS 320 Portable Apps folder, we're going to install the software here. And the reason that that's beneficial is that when you want to use this, you put your thumb drive into the computer, then you go to that folder, and then you start Portable Apps from there. If you install the Portable Apps to the root of the USB thumb drive, when you put the thumb drive into the computer, it's going to want to start Portable Apps. And so you may not want that every single time you use the thumb drive, right? So put it into a folder, and in my case, it's in this CIS 320 Portable Apps folder. And when I want to use it, I just open up the folder, and then I'll open it from there. But when I don't want to open it, but still use my thumb drive, I'll still have it available in that little container. What's also cool about this is if you decide later after this class, if you don't want this anymore, to uninstall it, to get rid of it, all you'll have to do is take that folder and delete it. By deleting that folder, then every single part of it goes away. And so perhaps you've uninstalled software before, and you notice that it has to remove stuff from the registry and do all this sort of stuff that's sort of time consuming. With Portable Apps, when you want to get rid of it, you literally, all you do is you take the place where it's located and you delete it, and then it's gone. So that's what I'd like for you to do. Is I recommend that you put a folder on your thumb drive. Now as you work on projects, you're going to want to make folders for your individual projects. So for example, the first homework assignment in which you're going to use this product is the Wonder Woman project. So in that case, what I do, I would right click, make a new folder, and call it like whatever. Let's say I'm Jim Lindsay, so it's going to be Jim Lindsay, and whatever your name is, and then put Wonder Woman project. That's what I would do if I were you, and then put all your stuff for that project, everything for that project in that folder. And that's really, really critical with Scribus, because the way that Scribus works, which is this portable app we're going to be working with, it's very much like an Adobe product. And when you have images, when you insert an image into a desktop published thing in Scribus, it doesn't actually put the image in there. It puts a pointer to where that image is located. And so if you move any of those pictures, or if you try and open that Scribus file on another computer that doesn't have the pictures in the same exact path, then Scribus freaks out and basically loses those pictures. And so what you should do to get around that is you create these folders for your projects. You put your pictures in there and your Scribus files in there, and then they're always in the same place in relation to one another, so that as you turn in homework to me, you're not going to lose any of those images. And so that's the first point. Make a folder on your thumb drive, call it CIS 320 Portable Apps, and from there, now we can download our software. I'm going to go to the download 14.1 button. I'll click on it, and it'll say, what do you want to do? I'm going to save the file. You see it's about 4 megabytes large. I'm going to save that, and it's going to bring that down to my computer. I'll pause it while it downloads. Okay, the download has completed, and it put it in my download folder on my computer. Now it's just downloaded the installation file. It hasn't actually installed it. Now that's where I get to tell it, hey, go to that CIS 320 folder that I created a moment ago. So let me go ahead and run the installation and do that. So I'm going to right click it. I'm going to run it as the administrator, and it's going to say, hey, are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I am. And I get to choose a language. English is the one that I'm going to use. And I get to then, as I walk through the prompts of this installation menu, have to agree to the license agreement, the end user license agreement. It's a new installation of it, but I'm going to select a custom location, and I'm going to browse out to my thumb drive to that folder for CIS 320 Portable Apps. Hit OK, hit Next, and then I'll hit Install. And I'll go ahead and pause it while it finishes the installation so you guys don't have to watch that slider bar move. Okay, the installation finished, and it's asking me, do you want to run Portable Apps? You want to run that platform right now, and I'll hit yes. I'll hit Finish to yes, and it's going to immediately go into, it's going to give me the screen right here saying, like, I'm going to check for updates, checking for apps. I'm going to go ahead and hit close on that, and I'll close the download folder where my installation was, and I'm going to close my browser here. And let me go back to that window here. So this is what then pops up is what you see right there. This is the screen asking me, okay, hey, you now have the Portable Apps platform on your thumb drive. Now, what applications do you want to get that can run on that platform? So I probably didn't explain this as well as I should have in the beginning. The Portable Apps platform is the means by which these other different programs can then be delivered. And so you can see as you scroll through this list here, there are many, many, many different programs which you could download, and these are free, that you could, there are games and business applications and networking things and things for your office and so on. And so you choose the ones that you want, and then those get downloaded and put onto the platform, onto the thumb drive, and then when you need to use it, then you put the thumb drive in and then start that application. So the one that I want is Scribus Portable, and it is under the, as you look through these different categories, like there's accessibility, development, as you come down to the area for office, basically like office productivity, there's internet, there's FTP clients are really cool. Come down here to office. Find the one that starts with an S. It's Scribus Portable. What you want to do is check that box right there, hit Next, and it's going to start to download it. Now this can take some time. So I'm going to go ahead, and you can see like it's downloading up here. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording But once it's done with this, and this literally may take 20 minutes. So this is something that's not going to happen overnight, but I'll be back to you once the conclusion is done. Okay, that finished. That took about, I don't know, 10 minutes, something like that. It was, and it gets to the middle, and the slider bar just stops. And you think, dude, it broke. It just, something happened. But just let it set there, and then it'll finish. And so it's done. Hit finish. How do I know that it worked? Back here at my portable app screen, there's now Scribus Portable listed as a choice. When you want to get rid of that interface for the portable app, just hit the little X down here. And it's going to ask you, basically this is a prompt for forevermore. Would you like to automatically close portable apps when you exit? I say yes, I like to do that. But when that's the case, let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to eject that thumb drive from my computer. So I'm going to go to safely remove hardware, eject that storage device, and it's gone. So this is to demonstrate for you what happens when you then put in a thumb drive. So in the future, say, hey, I'd like to use portable apps now. So I'm going to pop my thumb drive in. It's going to see that I've got stuff on my thumb drive, but it's not going to automatically open up portable apps. In order to run the portable apps, I have to open up that folder, go to that start.exe, open it, and then it opens up that little interface over here. That's the way I like to do it. If you want to have it, if you would like to have portable apps open automatically when you open the thumb drive, put it at the root, hey, it's free country, do what you want. If you wanted more apps, like I got Scribus Portable, and that's the one that we're going to use for this desktop publishing, but in the future, if you wanted more apps, all you have to do is click on all portable apps. Let's see, let's go to, click on the wrong thing, click on where it says apps and then get more apps. You can do like by category, titles, or whatever. It brings up that same interface that we had a moment ago where you chose Scribus from. And so I'll get one more. I'm going to get one called Notepad++. I'm going to grab. I really, text editors I think are the bomb for a lot of different things, and so I like to have that available. So let me get that one added on here as well. You don't have to do this, but there's like Notepad++ right there. So I'm going to get that, and I'll do the same installation process. But once this is done, I'll be right back to you, and we'll go ahead and get into Scribe. Okay, so there is our check. Let me make sure that's running. Okay, good. So Notepad++ is now on here as well. When I hit finish, you'll see that I now have Notepad++ there. And when you want to run a portable app, you click on the one that you want. In my case, I'll go ahead and start Scribus up. I'll click on it, and it's going ahead and gives me my splash screen saying, hey, this is the version that you have. And this, the first time you open it, always takes the longest, whichever day you do it, because it's, as you can see, it's creating the font cache. And what that means is that's the collection of fonts that are on your computer. Not every computer will be the same. I have Adobe Creative Suite 5 installed on my computer. So there's a whole bunch of fonts that I have that come from Adobe, which are not going to be on just a regular Windows installation. And I'm sure you have fonts that are on your computer that are that I don't have. And so I see that when I pull in your stuff to grade sometimes. So when it says it's creating the font cache and it looks like it's sort of frozen, it's not. It's just getting a listing of all of those different fonts, figuring out what it's going to do, and then bam, now it comes up and now it's ready to go. Now it's going to give you a prompt saying that Ghost Script is missing, and just hit OK. We know it's not there. And then what this screen is, basically there's Scribus right back there, and then this is the little start menu saying like, hey, do you want to start a new document? Do you want to open an existing document? We'll just hit cancel just to get that out of the way. We're going to open that dude up right there. So this is what the Scribus environment right here, and this probably looks super basic to you, and it should. Most of you have worked with Office for most of your careers as the applications in which you do a lot of your work. And this is like taking 16 steps back to like super primitive compared to that. But that's okay. It has a very specific utility that we're going to use it for. And I've not found anything else that can duplicate it in that regard. And with this program, we can make PDF forms that you can fill out. You can post those online, and people can actually submit, their own data and save as PDF. And so this is the only program I found that is able to do that for free. And I think that has potentially a lot of value, especially if you're entrepreneurial and you're trying to save money as you start your business. And so that's why we learn about this. But okay, so we've got the Scribus environment here. I'll go ahead and just do one thing with it, because I want you to, I'm going to repeat this step one more time when I show you this actual Scribus orientation, but I want you to go ahead and get your color set put in place. And so let's go ahead and I'm going to close up. I'm going to start Scribus here, and again, it started a lot faster that time. You'll see, okay, GoScript is missing. I'm going to cancel that. So from this blank screen here, you can set the color palette, and you only have to do this once. And basically, once it's done, in the future, whichever colors you set into the palette are going to be available. Right now, it has a very basic, small color palette, and the projects that I'm going to ask you to complete, you won't be able to do it with this really small palette. So we need to make that bigger. So how do you do that? You go into Edit, and you come down here to where it says Colors, and you'll see that there are many different color sets from which you could choose. And so if we use this drop down box, you'll see as you go up to the top and then come down here to the bottom, there are many. And so the one I want you to choose is called X11, just like the crazy Avenger dude in the Wolverine movie. X11, all right? And so you'll see that there are many colors in this color set, and you just hit OK. Again, how did I do that? From Edit, you come down to Colors. What color set are you going to use? Use that drop-down box to come from the Scribus Basic, which is the Scribus small one up here. Come all the way down till you get to the X11, select it, and then hit OK. And now you're good to go. And so I'll show that to you one more time when we do the actual orientation for Scribus, but we should be set. So if you can put your thumb drive in there, and you have a folder for your portable apps, and you can start portable apps, and then you see Scribus Portable as one of your choices, and you can start it, then you are in good shape. So feel free to add any of those other apps that you would like. They will take space on your thumb drive, and so for this class we're going to be creating multiple documents. Make sure that you leave enough empty space if you add other apps to the Portable Apps platform. Make sure that you leave enough for this class. But besides that, do what you want. So thanks for your time, thanks for your attention, and I hope you'll enjoy this product.